Yo, what's going on, folks? It's me, Justin. One take only. We're not redoing this, so bear with me. A couple updates, niche site stuff. Well, that's all we're going to talk about. Let's be honest. So the impromptu, informal case study update, I guess. Right at the it's terrible timing because right when I said, hey, this case study is kind of ceasing. I'm not putting in new content. I'm not really going to be working on this site really anymore. It's going to be just there doing its thing. Of course, algorithm updates come slapping in. So month over month, I think my numbers are estimates here. Traffic was down about 17% from September to October, but the earnings were only down 1.5%, and that's because there's some seasonality here that is affecting that, and then it's not like Amazon traffic to purchase or display ads where traffic equals earnings. A lot of these people are just legacy customers that I continue to get a commission off of as long as they continue to make purchases under the same account. So that's great. That's really why I don't think I'll ever sell this site, just because as long as it's continuing to chug in the background, it'll continue to make money. I'm sure, if the site went to zero, there would be some decay over time, absolutely. But it wouldn't go to zero overnight. It would take years to go to completely to zero. So yeah, I mean, even getting the other problem, my universal analytics finally cut off. It finally stopped working out. I can't remember if it was end of September or it had to be like middle or beginning of October. So I had to switch over to GA4 just for that. So the numbers are really kind of wonky because since the inception of the site, it was getting about 1.25 page views per user or session rather, and under GA4, it's about 1.89. And I know it's not good. It didn't go crazy in October for some reason. It was just because how they're tracking it and whatever. So no big deal. Yeah, but earnings down only 1.5%. I just scrolled down. I have it pulled up. September was 59.18. October was 58.25. I think we're bouncing back, and just based off like two of the primary earners. There's like three big earners for a site, and a few mid, and then a bunch of just like $2, $3, $10 a month junkers. But for reference, October 1st through the 15th. The highest earning affiliate programs for the last few months made like $900. And then already it's the 5th of the month. It's clocked in like $750. So I think we're coming back. And then also with another one, that 1st to the 15th was like $660. And first or through the 5th, it's already at like $880 for a different one. So yeah, I think we'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. So that's great. Actually, just traffic wise for the site took another hit. So I want to say we'll say August, it was probably getting about on a peak would be like 2,500 visitors in the day. Now we're sitting at about like 1,400. So yeah, it's crazy. But also I was looking at the SERPs today and I was doing some searches, and like, it's not that I fell off and somebody replaced me. There are some of these searches that just aren't getting any results at all. Like, type it in and it's just we cannot. There are no results for stuff that was showing up 3 months ago, no problem. And that's weird. That's suspicious. Yeah. So it's like, all right, I'm just going to let this thing do its thing. Cool. It's working. It's cooking. Boom. Make money as long as you can. Fortunately, again, with the translation also, it's not just, Google search. Of course, that is the big bad booty daddy, but Yandex is in there. Well, and then it's just other normal search engines that everybody knows, Bing and DuckDuckGo and Ecosia or whatever the fuck it's called. So that's doing its thing. But yeah, like some of these searches are just like not pulling up any results at all, and it's just, it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, so I'm just like, all right, like this is just there. The calculator site, however, still cranking out. Let's see, how many calculators have I created thus far? 42. And yeah, created 42, and I think it's exactly 1 month now. Yeah, the first one was published on the 5th of October. At 5:31, which I think with the time change, it was in about 15 minutes from now. Anyway, I'm getting very fast and very good at creating these, and also creating. I'm using keyword data now. I'm still copying from the book. I'm still translating these to online format, but I got the Ahrefs. I typically only buy that for a month at a time, then I cancel, and then like a year later I'll get it again, or 6 months later, because I don't do like keyword tracking. I don't give a shit about any of that. So I just ripped thousands and thousands of keywords and ideas and concepts and clusters and whatever. I have calculators for a decade. Like I can just jam them out forever. And I started doing that, and my impressions are going up now, like exponentially, we could say. It's not. There's not enough data for that. But the problem in my very limited knowledge of calculator SERPs from creating a few on like other niche sites previously is that the normal distribution of clicks based off rankings is, the decay is much higher. Normal would be like 60% click on first, 30%, 10%, or whatever the distribution is. With calculators, it's like 90% click on the first, 9% click on the second, 1% and less than 1% for everything else. Just because it's like, hey, I need to calculate break-even number of employees. This one says, it's first result, click, boom, I'm there. It calculates it out, done. So that's kind of a ball buster, but it's I don't know, it makes it fun to climb those SERPs until you finally reach that top spot or a spot where you're getting clicks. Because like, all right, like that means my titles are better or more appealing or whatever. But also, this makes it much more advantageous to not be an SEO boo-boo head, where that's it, where all you care about and all you have is SEO. Because, like I said in another video, this stuff is actually like truly valuable web content. Like you cannot, it's irrefutable how to calculate what I said, break-even number of employees. There's one way to calculate that. Here's what it is. Here's the calculator tool that works that you can use. If you share that, if somebody on Twitter is going, how do I know how to calculate a break-even number of employees? Hey, we have a calculator right here. Boom. They go, boom, they're on there. Maybe they bookmark it because they have to run reports and they don't want to learn how to use Excel because they're stupid. So they have a bookmark with a bunch of calculators that are, from the site, and they go, I know this works. I just click, boom, and I can calculate the numbers I need to calculate. It's there. Or, hey, as things get more advanced, because right now they're all really basic, as things get more advanced, hey, we created a DPS calculator, damage per second, for this new video game that all the kids are playing. Share with the community. It's not going to be downvoted and removed because it's helpful. It is genuinely helpful, and I've seen it, time to time again. If you punch in calculator on like Reddit, and you can see just all these communities of people sharing these tools that they create, and people like it because they want it. The meta is pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? The most efficient training. I don't know what the fuck it stands for. Most efficient something. or whatever it's called. So yeah, it's SEO is kind of the in the forefront because it's always going to be my jam. But once things get a little bit more complex, it's monetized appropriately, and it's like, hey, we're gonna start sharing this stuff out. We need to get the word out. Unfortunately, this is the bad side about this, is that I will start off by monetizing via display ads. Oh man. Just because it's the easiest, it's kind of like going to be the baseline. Like, hey, at the end of the month, no matter what, at least we made, visitors made dollars. And then it makes sense more to share it and, have somebody on social media constantly just being or interacting with people that are asking them how to calculate something or, whatever the case is. So display ads first and foremost, just to get that trickle of dollars in. And then, there could be an affiliate play as well. That's how I think I get the vast majority for my niche site is from the calculator tools that I created. Just because they bring in a ton of traffic and people just click over to, if I'm like, here's how much your HubSpot would cost per month. They go, oh, that's reasonable. They click, they sign up, boom, commission. You know what I mean? So create stuff like that, affiliate deals or whatever the case is, and make money that way. But of course, I don't think that's going to be a at least in the beginning. You know what I mean? That's not going to make a bunch of money, because to rank for something like that would be a little bit more difficult than to rank for break-even number of employees. So affiliate stuff, I mean, there's tons of opportunity. If I wanted to go B2B and say, hey, I can do cold outreach, say, hey, we build calculators. You can increase your leads by X% by having a cost calculator on your site, so people know what they're getting into, and you can save your office manager or your time instead of having to explain to them what it costs. They can get that and see that, and then they kind of understand ballpark where it's going to be at, not no sticker shock or whatever. So there's that option, or just have it so people can just come in and they can find the site that way and kind of get an SEO play, whatever, but and make money that way, or take these calculators and just take the code or whatever and just sell that and say, hey, we already have a commission calculator, so you can just copy this, put it in your dashboard or whatever, your website, so your SharePoint or whatever people use, so your salespeople can see what their commission is going to be. You'll play around with it that way. So there's so many opportunity here. And then also, like, not even just doing calculators, but expanding eventually, over time, and or just if I get tired of doing the calculator thing, I can expand into other interactive web content that's really simple to create. Quizzes. I think I shared on. I wrote real quick. I hate writing like long form articles for like my personal website, just because it's like, hey, you want to come? Here's the facts. Boom, 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 boom. 300 words or less. There was a site. I think I talked about it on here as well. The laptop quiz site that virtually no competition. The site has virtually no backlinks, but it's ranking first for what laptop should I purchase quiz. It's like, that guy's probably making at least a few $100 a month from the 3,000 or 4,000 people that are coming to his quiz every month, taking it, clicking over to Amazon, and buying the laptop that he said they should buy because it fits the criteria for what they need. I ripped all those keywords. So I have a list of all those, and you don't even need keyword data for that. You can just go, what product do I have? What product am I selling? Okay, let me create a database of this information, put it in the system, figure out how to program that so they can go in and boom. Hey, you want the $500 water jug? $500 golf clubs, we can say. Not only anybody's buying a $500 water jug. Golf clubs, boom. Here's the best one. You need left-handed ones, boom. For under 500, here are the left-handed ones under 500 that we recommend. Takes the brain power out of it, or the brain work out of it. This is what you should get. And it's not an article. It's not. I mean, it is subjective a little bit because you're picking what products that go into the quiz, but for all intents and purposes, it's objective in that you're not pushing one product on them. They're they're discovering the product. So create all that kind of stuff. That's it.